Okay, today we're going to multiply and divide decimals. And unlike when you subtract and add decimals and you line up your decimal point, when you're multiplying and dividing, you put that decimal point in and the final answer. You do not use it throughout the whole calculation. So we're just going to dive in. We're going to do a couple of examples of multiplication and 3 examples of division. So number 1, we are going to multiply 13 times 9 and 1/10. Now this is again written horizontally. We don't want to write it horizontally. We want to write it vertically. So I'm going to write 13 times 9 and 1/10. Just like it with regular multiplication, forget that decimal point is even there right now and just multiply. So we start in the tenths place. 1 times 3 is 3. 1 times 1 is 1. Now we put our placeholder in. 9 times 3 is 27. Write 7, carry 2. 9 times 1 is 9, plus 2 is 11. Okay? Add them up. We get 3. 7 plus 1 is 8. And bring down the 2 ones. There is one decimal place value, that behind the point 1, 1/10. That means there's only one place value behind the decimal point. So we put that in at the end. So we start at the back of the number and we go over one spot. So our answer is going to be 118 and 3/10. All right, next one is 21 and 53 hundredths times 2 and 4/10. There's no way that you can multiply going horizontally. So do your 21 and 53 hundredths times 2 and 4/10. All right, 4 times 3 is 12. Carry the 1. 4 times 5 is 20, plus 1 is 21. 4 times 1 is 4, 5, 6. And then 4 times 2 is 8. Put your place value holder in and go with the 2. 2 times 3 is 6. 2 times 5 is 10. Carry the 1. 2 times 1 is 2, plus 1 is 3. 2 times 2 is 4. Then we're going to add them. So we have 2, 7, 6, 8 plus 3 is 11. Carry 1, 5. Okay, now there are 2 place values behind the decimal point and 1 place value behind that decimal point. That means 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3. Final answer, 51 and 672 thousandths. All right, division. 3 examples for division. Okay, first example. All right, we're going to do 110 and 88 hundredths divided by 12. Okay, this is what we call the dividend, and that always goes inside your division. This is what we call the divisor. That always goes on the outside, and it always has to be a whole number. So as you can tell, this first example, I left that divisor as a whole number. So 110 divided by 12. Now, there's no decimal points that we have to move here in the whole number 12. That decimal point's behind it. The divisor always has to be a whole number, and it is. So I'm just going to take that decimal point and I'm going to put it right up there on my line. All right. 12 does not go into 1. 12 does not go into 11. So therefore, the first decimal place is going to be over that 0. So 12 would go into 110 9 times. Now remember, it's got to be right over that 0. 3 decimal places, 1, 2, 3. 12 times 9 is 108. Subtract, and we're going to get 2. Bring down the 8. How many times would 12 go into 28? That would be 2 times. 2 times 12 is 24. Subtract. 8 minus 4 is 4. Bring down that last 8. 12 goes into 48 4 times. So your answer is 9 24/100ths. Okay, next example we have, let me see, 92 and 248 thousandths divided by 2 6/10. Okay, divisor. It has to be a whole number at all times. Must be a whole number. So that means I have to move the decimal point one time to make that 2 6/10 a whole number 26, and I have to move it one time and then put it up. So whatever you do to the divisor, you have to do to the dividend. So 26 is going to go into 92 3 times. So that's going to go right here. And that's going to be 78. When I subtract those two numbers, I'm going to get 14, bring down the 2. 26 would go into 142 5 times. That would be 130. Subtract, and I would get 12. Bring down the 4. 26 would go into 124 4 times, and that would be 104. And then bring down my 8. 26 goes into 208 8 times. 208. Answer, 35 48/100ths. Whoops, sorry about that. All right, one more example, and then I'll give you practice problems. All right, we have 2 898 thousandths divided by 23 hundredths. Now here we have 2 decimal places in the divisor, and it has to be a whole number. So I bring that over 2 times, which means this has to move 2 times as well, and put it right up on the line. So 23 is going to go into 28 1 time. So I'm going to subtract 23. I'm going to get 5. Bring down my 9. 23 goes into 59 2 times. And that is going to be 46. When I subtract those, I get 13. And then bring down your 8. 23 goes into 138 6 times. Therefore, your answer is 12 6/10. Okay, so your practice problems, that is going to be due to me on Friday morning, are those right there. Okay, remember our work is due to me on Friday morning before 9 a.m.